Hey everybody, it's Free Spin Wizard here again. We're just came off the east elevators at Seminole Hard Rock Casino in Tampa, and we're going to take a walk around the casino. Well, I'll call it casinos because the way this property is kind of laid out, there's basically 4 or 5 different casino areas. So what we did is we just kind of cut through, and now we're walking up kind of close to where registration is for if you're staying at the hotel. And we stayed at the hotel here. We got I think 2 nights comped or 3 nights comped, I forget what it was, but they also gave us a $300 resort credit, which we used, and that was nice. So there's the check-in area. The valet concierge is there on the left. We're going to turn right up here. We're going to walk kind of by the Hard Rock store. That'll be on your left right here. And if you're looking for any kind of Hard Rock merchandise, that's the place to go. They also have, kind of essential things, need some aspirin, stuff like that. They have that there as well. Walking down here a little bit further, we're going to hug the wall all the way around. We're going to come to high limit table games. That's coming up here in just a moment. There's the East Tower that we just came out of. So we cut through and came around, but now we're going to go all the way down. And right in here is where the high limit table games are. We're not going to walk in there because I'm not going to show you what that looks like. You can go in there if you're a high limit player. So this is kind of, this part of their casino is really just a gigantic square, and we're going to walk all the way around it. I filmed in here before. Let me get back to that in a minute. This is called Espresso. It's kind of an Italian-American kind of place to eat. We didn't eat there this time, but I've heard it's pretty good, and it's kind of only open in the evening time, I believe. It's just for dinner. You can't get breakfast or lunch there. Gonna hang another right here. This will take us by a place that we did eat at. It's called the Rise Cafe. It's open pretty much all the time. Rise Kitchen and Deli, technically, but we ate breakfast there just about every morning that we were there. Really good stuff. Walk past the cashier's cage up here as well. So now we're going to kind of head out. We're going to keep going straight until we head out of this section, and then we're going to go to the other section. Like I said, I filmed in here before, but this time I'm filming at 2.7K at 60 frames per minute. It takes up a little bit more space for those of you that know anything about that sort of thing. But I've noticed when I film at 60 frames per second instead of 30, it tends to brighten things up. Not that this is a real dark casino, it's not. But I've noticed in other dark casinos, when I look at the footage after the fact, it tends to look a little bit brighter than what it was when I was in there. So I'm trying that here. And I'm also using on my GoPro, I'm using a wider angle lens, hoping that will kind of give you a better perspective as I'm walking around. So if you think that's the case, then please comment. And let me know what you think, if this looks any better. We're passing by the L Bar. That's just a nice little bar at the casino that you could check out. Stand by as we skip to the next casino section. Okay, there's Players Club. We're getting ready to enter the other section of the casino. We skipped a lot of the kind of retail stores that you have to pass through. Kind of skip that. Don't forget to take a look around as you're walking around this property, because it has a lot of music memorabilia that you'll want to check out. There's a cigar bar, in case you're into that sort of thing. I'm not, but that's where it's located. I think it's called Lucky Cigar. There's another Players Club there on the right. You're going to come to the Rock Shop. It's kind of right next to the Hard Rock Cafe, which is right there on the right. We ate there. It's really good food. Service is excellent. Service everywhere here was really excellent. Plenty of restrooms. That's always nice to have, especially once you get older like me. When you need a restroom, you really need one. Down here a little bit further, actually right here, you're going to run into a place called Council Oaks Steak and Seafood. That place is another place that's just open for dinner, so it wasn't open pretty much most of the time we were there. Plenty of cashier's cages in case you win big. So this is a smoking casino. Primarily there are two sections that are non-smoking, which I'll show to you once we get there. The area that we're in right now is smoking. It's not too bad. It doesn't smell too awful if you're not a smoker. But know that they do have two areas that are non-smoking if you prefer to kind of stay away from the smokers, which I get it. Just there to the right is high limit slots, and now we're entering an area back here that is in fact non-smoking. They have a lot of the same slots in each section, so you're not really going to miss out too much if you want to stick to the non-smoking area. Or the smoking area if you want to smoke all the time. So they have a lot of the same slots. You're not going to miss out too much. So we're going to walk down to the end. We're going to make kind of a U-turn and head back the other way. We're not going to follow exactly the same path. We're going to follow a little bit of a different path coming back. So hey, there's an Elvis poster right there on the left. Lots of stuff up on the wall kind of high, so you kind of have to keep your head on a swivel if you want to see a lot of things that the Hard Rock has on their walls, because it's just absolutely everywhere. Here on the left is kind of a Beatles section. If you like the Beatles, there's a lot of different stuff there. On my website, on my YouTube channel, I have some videos of that stuff specifically if you're a Beatles fan. So now, as you could probably tell, we just kind of did a U-turn around those escalators, and now we're heading back the same way we came, generally speaking anyway. If you like these casino walkthrough videos, I have many more in a playlist on my channel. I invite you to check those out. There's some other casinos on the East Coast. There's ones in Vegas that you might want to check out. So I invite you to check those out, and while you're at it, please subscribe to my channel, help my channel grow. It's a bit of a fledgling channel. I'm trying to kind of build up my my viewership a little bit, so it would really help me out. And if you're already subscribing, I appreciate that, and please tell your friends. You can see this was filmed fairly recently. See a few people walking around with Christmas hats on. So now we're back in that smoking section, walking right down the center aisle. They do a brisk business here. Just a guy with the hat on again. He was man, I can't get away from that guy. He's an employee. Trying to stay away from the employees as much as I can while I film this, because even though I have permission to film inside my slot play and stuff like that, they really would probably frown on me doing this. But I use a GoPro with a chest mount, so it's not painfully obvious what I'm doing when I do this kind of stuff at casinos. So now, normally we came up there on the left-hand side. Actually, yeah, I think we just passed it. But instead of going down that way, yeah, it was right there. We're going to go straight. We're going to walk all the way down this end, and then go around this section of the casino. Here on the right is that other high limit slot that I said. I think that was actually VIP slots. This is actually the high limit slots. We popped our head in there. We didn't play anything. We just wanted to see what it was, what it looked like. They had kind of the same machines that they have everywhere else. It's just obviously it's like $25 a spin or $100 a spin. It's way out of my price range. So down here is a real small food court. We kind of popped in there and looked to see what they had. Nothing really appealed to us, but yeah, they got a little food court. There's only like 3 or 4 little places you can order food in there, but and they open at 11 o'clock. So if you're looking for breakfast down there, you're going to be out of luck unless you want to wait until 11 o'clock. Down here a little bit further is, actually it's coming up here shortly, is a place called the Noodle Bar. We did eat there, and for maybe 15 bucks a plate, something like that. Yeah, it's right here. See where these ropes are? That's where you line up to go in. It's kind of Asian food. It's really good, really tasty. My wife and I each got a bowl. Yeah, we really couldn't finish it. They gave you so much rice. I had, I think, a chicken bowl, and she may have had a shrimp, something with shrimp in it. It was very tasty, though. Okay, now we're going, let's see, where are we headed now? Okay, these are some of the shops, the retail outlets and what have you that we kind of avoided last time. So the other non-smoking area is upstairs, so we're going to head up these escalators, and I'll show you what that looks like. So hang with me. Okay, so we made it up the escalators without any trouble. So now we're going into the non-smoking area, which is upstairs. And we're gonna do a quick walk through here. This is pretty small. They also have like a high limit area. I think it's over there on the left. It's kind of hard to tell which area is what. a high limit area up there. You can get your drinks for free if you're playing in there. But if you just walk outside a little bit and you're playing in the non-smoking regular area, you got to pay for your drink. So if you want a free drink, go in there and sit at a machine, get a free drink, and then take it into the cheaper slot area to play. That's what I've done on more than one occasion. Yeah, so we played up there a little bit. Like I said, it seems kind of small, but again, they have a lot of memorabilia up here as well to kind of check out while you're walking around. So I encourage you to do that. There is a couple of places to eat up here as well. I believe the one that's, see all those windows there on the left? I believe that's called the Rez Grill. R-E-Z, the Rez Grill. It's kind of an American wood fire grill with Southern Soul, featuring a variety of kind of classic comfort food kind of stuff. We didn't eat in there, but I think they're only open for dinner. It's another one of those places that they have there that's only open for dinner. My wife and I aren't real big eaters, so a lot of times after breakfast and lunch, we're just kind of snacking the rest of the day. We're going to walk back down to where the escalators were that we came up. We're not going to go down those escalators. We're going to turn back around. We're going to do a U-turn there, and then we're going to go down to the other escalators where you can see a couple other food places. See, those are the escalators we came up. So we're going to do a quick U-turn here, and we're going to go back down. There's two places there. One that you kind of already saw. You saw that Rez Grill, but across the way from that is a place called the Sugar Factory. We'll get to that in a second, and I'll point it out to you. It'll be on your right. There it is. Yeah, you can get a lot of different drinks. You can actually get some food in there. I hear their milkshakes are really good. I'm not a big milkshake person anymore. But we ate there one time. I would say the food was okay. I wouldn't give it 5 stars or anything like that, but for a quick eat, it's okay. I stopped here for a second just to kind of look outside. It was kind of a overcast day, but not a, I guess, typical Florida bright sunny day, but it was actually pretty chilly. This was the beginning of December. It was actually kind of chilly outside. I've lived in Florida when I was in the military for like 3 years. Actually, in this very area, in the Tampa area, I was stationed at MacDill for 3 years, and I don't remember it being real chilly in December, but I guess weather's changing. I don't know. All right, so we're going to head back, and we're going to go down I guess the primary escalators, and this will take us back to essentially where we started this little tour. There's at the bottom they were working on something with those dice, and they had Elvis's piano. It looked like they were getting ready to move him somewhere else. But we're going down these escalators, and that's going to kind of finish up our tour because we're going back to the front where we started. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour. I hope it showed you a few things that you may not have noticed at the Hard Rock in Tampa. Clearly, we didn't show everything. We didn't show you the pool. I have another a video of that in my playlist, so you can check those out. Yeah, thanks for following along with me, and please consider subscribing again if you haven't done so. And thanks for watching.